Good morning, everyone. Today we discuss evidences of evolution. Before we discuss evidences of evolution, we discuss conclusion of different theories. So finally, we follow modern synthetic theory of organic evolution. We already discussed several theories. The special creation theory. So far we discussed special creation theory, panspermia theory, catastrophism, biogenesis, co-servate theory, Lamarckism, Darwinism, mutation theory. We accepted to some extent co-servate theory, evolution, chemical evolution followed by biological evolution. Lamarck theory based on use and disuse, influence of environment. Darwin theory based on variations. Mutation theory based on mutation. So according to mutation theory, a new species is evolved suddenly from the pre-existing species. So now we follow modern synthetic theory of organic evolution. Modern synthetic theory of organic evolution. Organic evolution. Germplasm theory merges with Darwinism, Neo-Darwinism. Modern synthetic theory of organic evolution, also known as Neo-Darwinism. According to this theory, mutations are the raw material for evolution. Mutations are the raw material for evolution. So, due to mutation only, after several generations, a new species is evolved. So, while discussing mutation theory, we discuss due to mutation, sudden change occur. So, sudden change never occur, only slow change. So, mutation create change, variations, but slowly. After several generations only, a new species is evolved. Short-necked giraffe mutation occur. As a result, neck size increases. After several generations, present day long-necked giraffes were evolved. Sewell Wright, Fisher and Mayer explain the organic evolution with the help of modern synthetic theory of organic evolution. So, according to modern synthetic theory, mutations are the raw material. So, due to mutation, small changes occur, not large change explained by De Vries. So, due to mutation, after several generations, a new species is evolved. All the theories are assumptions only. Evolution is a slow process. For a small change also, several thousands of years time required. For a small change in plant species, for small change in animal species, occur only after several thousands of years. But human lifespan is maximum also 100, means too short. to observe the evolutionary change. That's why the scientist depends upon various branches of biology. They support the organic evolution. So they are known as evidences of evolution, paleontological evidences, anatomy and morphological evidences, similarly embryological evidences. So we discuss evidences to support the organic evolution. So that means complex organisms evolved from simple organisms in course of time. Evidences of evolution. Paleontological evidences. Paleontological evidences. Paleo means ancient. On means being. Logos means study. Study of ancient animal. Ancient animal means they are extinct. How we discuss the characters of extinct animals? By studying fossils. What are fossils? Fossils are the organic remains of extinct animals. Hard parts. If the animal is buried, so after the death, accidentally, some plant and animal bodies present near the ocean, in the sedimentary rocks. Earth contains three types of rocks: igneous, metamorphic and sedimentary rocks. The dead plant and animal material present in the sedimentary rocks, present in the oil, tar, snow, and some insects, amber. What is amber? Resinous substances. Some trees release some resinous substances. Some insects accidentally fell into the resinous substance. Now the resinous substance is present around the insect, known as amber. Complete fossil, entire animal as a fossil, amber. So, for example, acacia release resinous substance. So, we collect that resinous substance, used as a gum, adhesive substance. So, what are amber? Some trees release resinous substances. Insects living on those trees accidentally fell in the resinous substance, and they are well preserved for several millions of years, known as ambers. Some animals, entire body preserved in snow, polar ice caps, tar, oil, similarly sedimentary rocks. The animals or plant bodies present near the ocean are not completely decomposed. So, in this manner we obtain fossil, organic substance, hard parts of the dead animal, is known as fossils. So, it is not mean that the dead plant animal material present in any part converted into fossil near the ocean or sedimentary rocks or oil, tar, snow or amber, they are converted into fossils. So, paleontological evidences means, so paleo means ancient, on means being, logos means study of ancient animal. Ancient animal means extinct animal. How we discuss the characters of extinct animal? By studying the fossil. What are fossil? Organic remains of extinct animals. Molds. What are mold? So sometimes the animals slept on moist places. After some time they left that area. So we obtained the external appearance of the animals, that is molds. Similarly, footprints. With the help of footprints also we identify the animal. Similarly, coprolite. Fossilized fecal matter is known as coprolite. So fecal matter of extinct animal become hard, fossilized fecal matter coprolite. By studying the coprolite, we came to know whether it is a herbivore or omnivore. Petrification. The hard parts of extinct animal converted into minerals, inorganic substances, iron, calcium carbonate, like that. So that is known as petrification. By studying the petrification, we came to know the chemical composition of that organ. Fossil means organic remains of extinct animals. Coprolite, fossilized fecal matter. Fossilized fecal matter. By studying coprolite, we came to know whether the animal is omnivore, herbivore, or carnivore. The organism feed on both plant and animal material, omnivore. The organism feed on only plant material, herbivore. The organism feed on flesh of other organisms, carnivore. Petrification, the hard spots converted into inorganic substances like iron, calcium carbonate, etc., known as petrification. So with the help of petrification, we can identify the chemical composition of that organ. Paleontologists considered Earth as a book. Layers, sedimentary layers as pages. Sedimentary layers present in the earth as pages. Fossils as letters. Fossils as letters. That's why they called paleontological evidences as documentary evidences. Documentary evidences means strong evidences. So paleontologists considered Earth as a book, sediment layers as pages, fossils present in the sediment layers as letters, and considered paleontological evidences as documentary evidences, strong evidences. You already know sediment layers are several sediment layers present in the earth. For example, the fossils obtained in the deeper layers. If you observe the fossils of the same animal, the fossils obtained in the deeper layer and the fossils obtained in the superficial layer. If you compare the fossils of the same animal in deeper layers and superficial layer, the fossils present in the deeper layers have simple structure. The fossils obtained in the superficial layer have complex structure. It indicates that complex organisms evolved from simple organisms in course of time. And the fossils of all plants and animals not available in all sedimentary layers. It indicates that all plant and animal species not evolved at a time. So complex organisms evolved from simple organisms in course of time. They are using carbon 14, potassium 40, uranium 238 to estimate the age of fossils. Nowadays they are using carbon 14 to estimate the age of recent fossils. It is known as carbon radio dating method. Carbon 14 is used to estimate the age of recent fossils. Geological time scale. Geological time scale. What is geological time scale? Past history of Earth. Past history of Earth divided into eras, eras into periods, periods into epochs, known as geological time scale. So now we discuss the geological time scale. Past history of Earth. divided into eras into periods. In Cenozoic era only, periods divided into epochs and significance. Proterozoic era, origin of prokaryotes. Paleozoic era, divided into 6 periods from old to recent: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian. Cambrian, most of the invertebrates evolved. Ordovician, origin of ascodermy, jawless fishes. Silurian, from ascodermy only, fishes originated in Silurian period. Devonian, origin of amphibians, and golden age of Pisces or fishes. Similarly, Carboniferous, origin of reptiles, and golden age of mammals. Golden age of amphibia. Carboniferous period, golden age of amphibia and origin of reptiles. Reptiles evolved in Carboniferous period. Permian, extinction of most of the marine invertebrates. Permian. So these are the 6 periods of Paleozoic era: Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian, Carboniferous, Permian. Cambrian, origin of prokaryotes. You already know prokaryotes, primitive nucleus, only one membrane present around the body, one envelope type. Ordovician, origin of ascodermy. Silurian, origin of fishes. Devonian, origin of amphibians and golden age of fishes. Carboniferous, origin of reptiles, golden age of amphibia. Permian, extinction of most of the marine invertebrates. Mesozoic era divides into 3 periods: Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. Triassic period, origin of dinosaurs and mammals. Jurassic, origin of birds. Cretaceous, extinction of dinosaurs. Entire Mesozoic era considered as golden age of reptiles. Golden age of reptiles. Mesozoic era considered as the golden age of reptiles. Devonian period considered as golden age of Pisces or fishes. Carboniferous period is the golden age of amphibia. Next one is recent era. The present era is Cenozoic era. So Cenozoic era is the golden age of mammals. Means mammals dominate all other organisms in Cenozoic era. So now man dominate all other plant and animal species. Golden age of mammals. It divided into tertiary and quaternary, 2 periods. Tertiary divided into 5 epochs: Paleocene, Eocene, Oligocene, Miocene, Pliocene. So different mammalian groups evolved during tertiary. The present period is quaternary. It divides into 2 epochs: Pleistocene and Holocene. In Pleistocene, human beings originated in Pleistocene. The present era is Cenozoic, the present period is quaternary, and present epoch is Holocene, civilization of human being. Human beings become civilized in Holocene. So this is about geological time scale. So you have to remember eras, periods, in case of Cenozoic era, epochs also, for NEET exam only. So past history of earth divided into eras into periods, periods into epoch, known as geological time scale. Now we discuss So complex organisms evolved from simple organisms in course of time. The complete fossil record of elephant, horse available in different places. According to mutation theory, a new species is evolved suddenly without any transition form. It is not correct. So all over the world, all the complete fossil record of elephant and horses, how they evolved, available. We discuss evolution of horse. In Eocene, the present day horses evolved from Hyracotherium or Hyracotherium of Eocene or Eohippus. Eohippus. Eohippus of Eocene epoch evolved into the present day Equus. The present day horse is known as Equus. The present day or modern horse evolved in Pleistocene after 12 crores of years. After 12 crores of years, from Eohippus, Equus evolved. Eohippus resemble like a small deer-like animal. In the front leg, second, third, fourth, fifth digits touch the ground. Only first digit is known as a splint. That means it is reduced or rudimentary in the front leg. In the front leg, second, third, fourth, fifth digits touch the ground. First digit is that means comparable to our thumb is reduced. It never touch the ground. In case of hind limb or hind leg, second, third, fourth toes touch the ground. In front leg, second, third, fourth finger touch the ground. In hind leg, second, third, fourth touch the ground. First and fifth are reduced. Okay, the size of Eohippus is 40 centimeters and it become 150 centimeters height, evolved into 150 centimeters modern horse. What happened? Increase the height. In course of time, increase the height. Increase the length of limbs. Increase the length of limbs. Only third finger touch the ground. In front legs, third finger touch the ground. In the hind leg, third toe touch the ground and the remaining toes become reduced. Around the third finger and the third toe, well-developed hoof is formed. Exoskeleton, well-developed hoof for cursorial mode, for running. If several fingers or several toes touch the ground, some fingers or some toes may injured. At the time it failed to perform locomotion. To avoid this, what happened? Increase the height of the body, increase the length of the limbs, and only third finger in the front leg, third finger touch the ground. In the hind leg, third toe touch the ground, and the remaining fingers and toes disintegrated as a splint bones. Only small bud-like structures. Only third one in each leg, third digit touch the ground. Around the third digit, well-developed hoof, exoskeleton is formed. Molar size increases. Molar size increases. Last three premolars also well developed. So middle region of molar contain an elevation, serration. So with the help of this elevation, molars easily cut the hard stems also. So in this manner, Eohippus of Eocene evolved into modern horse in Pleistocene after 12 crores of years. So all stages. So different stages are Eohippus, Mesohippus, These are intermediate stages: Eohippus, Mesohippus, Meryhippus, Pliohippus. Finally evolved into Equus. Eohippus, Mesohippus, Meryhippus, Pliohippus. So size increases 60 centimeter from the ground, 90 centimeter, 100 centimeter, finally 150 centimeter from the ground level. So these are the intermediate stages. So it is a strong evidence for organic evolution. The fossils of Eohippus, Mesohippus, Meryhippus, Pliohippus and modern horse also available in different places all over the world. It indicates that evolution is a slow process. Complex organisms evolved from simple organisms in course of time. So Hierarcho theorem is the common name of Eocene of ancient horse, also known as Eohippus, and measures about 40 centimeters. In the front leg, second, third, fourth, fifth digits touch the ground. In the hind leg, so second, third, fourth touch the ground. In course of time, only third digit touch the ground and the remaining fingers reduces. Around the third digit, well-developed hoof is formed to protect the, what is hoof? Exoskeleton. Exoskeleton around the digit. Moreover, increase the length of the limbs, increase the size of the molars and the last 3 premolars also for mastication. In this manner, Eohippus via Mesohippus, Meryhippus, Pliohippus, finally Equus. Equus is the modern horse. Modern horse evolved. In the same manner, the complete fossil record of elephants also available. Now we discuss missing link. Missing link. Missing link means extinct animal contain the characters of 2 different groups. Eusthenoptera is a missing link between Pisces and Amphibia. Cymoria between Amphibia and Reptilia. Archaeopteryx is a missing link between Reptilia and aves. Cynognathus is a missing link between Reptilia and mammals. So missing links also support the organic evolution. What is missing link? Extinct animal contain the characters of 2 unrelated groups. So according to special creation theory, the supernatural power create the all plant and animal species. If any supernatural power create the all plant and animal species, some animals and plants should not possess characters of 2 different groups. So if any animal or plant possess characters of 2 different groups, it indicates that no one create the plant and animal species. The existing animal and plant species evolved from the already existing species, pre-existing species. So Eusthenoptera contains some fishes and some amphibian character. It indicates that amphibians evolved from Pisces via Eusthenoptera. Similarly, reptiles evolved from amphibia via Symoria. Aves evolved from reptilia via Archaeopteryx. Cynognathus. Mammals evolved from reptilia via Cynognathus. Now we discuss anatomy and morphological evidences. Anatomy and morphological evidences. Anatomy and morphological evidences. Ana means up, tome means cutting. So they dissect the vertebrates on the ventral surface and observe the arrangement of internal organs. Study of arrangement of internal organs is known as anatomy. And morphological evidences. Morphology, external characters, external morphology, internal character, internal morphology. So evidences, anatomy and morphological evidences. So anatomy and morphology also support the process of organic evolution. We can discuss anatomy and morphological evidences under 5 subheads. Homologous organs. Homologous organ. Organ have same structure, origin, development, may or may not perform different function, known as homologous organ. In the textbook given, organ have same structure, development and origin, but differ in their function, known as homologous organ. This definition given in the textbook. So it is correct definition. For PU, you have to follow the definition given in the textbook only. So homologous organ. Organ have same origin, structure, development, but differ in their function, known as homologous organs. Homologous organ. Hand of man. Front leg of cheetah. Flipper of whale. Flipper of whale. Wing of bat. All belong to class mammal. Man, cheetah, whale, bat belong to class mammal. Hand of man. Help in manipulating the things. Hold the things skillfully. Front leg of cheetah. So that is paw. So offense and defense organ, front leg, and also for running. Flipper of whale, swimming. Wing of bat, flying. So in this manner, so these organ, hand of man, front leg of cheetah, flipper of whale, wing of bat, possess same organs, and these organs possess same bones also, but they differ in their function. So homologous organ means organ have same structure, origin, development, but perform different function, known as homologous organ. Why they perform different function? Depending upon their need, depending upon their surroundings, they perform different function. Homologous organs explain divergent evolution. Homologous organs explain divergent evolution. What is divergent evolution? Organisms belong to the same species, happen to live in a particular area. Due to scarcity of food material or due to fear from the enemies, they migrated to different habitats. In the new habitats, the body parts are not suitable. For example, it is a terrestrial animal, migrated to water, migrated to burrows, migrated to branches of the tree, different habitat. Existing organs are not suitable, so they modify the body parts. It is known as adaptive radiation. In course of time, evolved into different species. Evolution of different species from a single or common ancestor, divergent evolution. Organisms belong to the same species, happen to live in a particular area. Due to scarcity of food material or fear from the enemies, they migrated to different new habitats. The body parts are not suitable, so they modify all. Whale, previously ancestor is terrestrial, whale aquatic. Wing of bat means arboreal, means lives on the branches. Front leg, so that means depending upon the feeding. In this manner, what happened? Organisms belong to the same species, migrated to different new habitats. The body parts are not suitable in the new habitat, so they modify their body parts, known as adaptive radiation. Later, each one evolved in the new habitat, evolved into a new species. So homologous organ explain divergent evolution, and divergent evolution support the organic evolution. From one species, different new species are evolved. Example, forelimbs of vertebrates, hind limbs of vertebrate, not only mammals. You may take front leg of frog, leg of lizard, similarly wing of bird, hand of man, means four limbs of vertebrates, one example. Hind limbs of vertebrate, one example. For example, hand of man also contain upper arm, forearm, hand. So hand contain upper arm, forearm and hand. And similarly, again this part contain wrist, palm and fingers. Similarly, so not only hand of man. So front leg of cheetah, flipper of whale, wing of bat also contain upper arm, forearm and hand. Again hand contain wrist, palm, fingers. Wing of bat also contain fingers. Wing of bird also contain fingers. Flipper of whale also contain fingers. So same organ, not only organ, same bones. Upper arm contain radius. Upper arm contain radius. Forearm contain radio ulna. Radio ulna. Wrist contain carpels. So fingers contain phalanges. All these bones. So same bones, radius. So upper arm, humerus, upper arm humerus, forearm radio ulna. Similarly, wrist contain carpels, fingers contain phalanges. Humerus, radio ulna, carpels, phalanges present in hand of man, front leg of cheetah, flipper of whale, wing of bat. So what is homologous organ? Organ have same origin, structure, development, but perform different function, known as homologous organ. Example, hand of man, front leg of cheetah, flipper of whale, wing of bat. Hand of man, manipulating the things, hold the things skillfully, manipulation. Front leg of cheetah, defense and running. Flipper of whale, swimming. Wing of bat, flying, different functions. So other examples, four limbs of vertebrates, hind limbs of vertebrates, mouth parts of insects. Mouth parts of insects. Also example for homologous organ. Homologous organ explain divergent evolution. Plant example is thorn of bougainvillea. And tendril of cucurbita. Tendril of cucurbita. Thorn and tendril both are axillary buds. Thorn, so that is protection, defense. tendril, climbing, supporting. So perform different function, but origin development structure same, axillary buds. Thoron of bougainvillea, tendril of cucurbita, example for homologous organs. So tomorrow we discuss analogous organ, connective links, atavism, vestigial organs.